was in Gaza in February. Witnessing a genocide was horrific for me. And to know that 6 months down the line, bombs continue to rain as we gather here now is beyond comprehension. There are lots of doctors who have come here in the past few months, and more or less, Sheikh, you spoke to many people, they more or less, they told the same story. So in this lawlessness genocide, I can't describe in a few minutes I have. So I'd like to point out that how Palestinians are forced to commodify their grief. We have seen that the fathers are holding the bodies of their murdered children to the camera to say that, do you see it? Do you understand what's being done to us? This dehumanization process that where even grief become a part of advocacy further normalizes the death of the Palestinians in human consciousness. To how many more bombs to send to Israel?
Bombs made in the United States of America and dispatched by the Biden administration with the utmost haste to ensure the slaughter of the Palestinian people in their homes, schools, masajid, and hospitals.
One of the patients who was delivered was a young man. I think he was probably about 15 or 16 years old, Mohammed, and his house had been hit by a bomb. Everyone in the house had been killed, except he was brought in with a fatal head injury. He was still alive, but the left side of his brain, the left side of the ear was open, so I could see his brain while he was laying on the floor. Now in Canada, the United States, if someone came into the emergency room in this state, there would be a pathway whereby that person could be placed in an area that was dignified, where they would be provided opportunity and space for the family to come and visit, to say the last words, to have an imam come and be with the family as that person died. That type of dignity is not possible. Patients that I have seen have left a permanent mark on me as a clinician, as a humanitarian.
Every so-called international structure of accountability and human rights, they are challenging every so-called free nation. They are challenging every so-called leader of the free world. They are challenging the men in suits in their palaces while they are under the bombardment of those men amidst the rubble. They are challenging every value system, every claim to morality that has been made in our lifetime. But they're all
maybe with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the seclusion of the night, cry and let it out. And use that to make dua. Just like the Sheikh was mentioning and the Ustad was mentioning, let your tears power your dua, because that is power. And I think that's where you can hopefully use that to then rejuvenate and use that guilt to even let your tears flow. Because that guilt can also be powerful, and that guilt has led to many a change across the history.
With every hardship comes ease. Whether that ease is in this dunya or in the next, with every hardship comes ease.